Hi, welcome to those of you who are new, and welcome to those of you who know me. For those who don't, my name is Jem. I'm just your average person. I do upload videos about death and sometimes about, when I say death, I mean supernatural and paranormal, and I sometimes do a lot of different videos about different aspects of life because death and life are intertwined. And when I do my life videos, I do it hoping to be able to help someone. I hope that stories I share or the information, education that I might bring to the videos help with people. My special love is to help those with addiction problems, and I'll explain more about that later. I've also got topics on trauma, chronic illness, abuse, and even about your dog. I've done a few videos because I own a beautiful terrier cross called Sahara, and she's 10. So sometimes I'll make videos about that. But in general, it's a lot about life, death, because as I said, life and death are intertwined. But when I look at life, I look at the issues and the problems and things that we all face, especially if it's affected me, because I feel I cannot talk on a channel about something that I haven't experienced because I'll be just talking through my hat. But I also want you to know that I have got a lot of postgraduate qualifications, and I have worked in the field of counselling, and I have been a student nurse, and I have worked in local laws. So I've been a bit of everything. I'm a published author, I'm a psychic medium, and I'm a singer. And that was just funny. I was saying that paranormal, you didn't see it, but my pen just rolled. And if you watch my supernatural paranormal videos, you'll know this. And I didn't mean this to be a paranormal video, but my pen just rolled. And, okay, and that's a bit odd. Let's get on to what I really wanted to talk about. So, hello viewers, hello ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, however you associate, my dear friends, welcome. I once was a meth addict, and I used intravenously for 17 years. And because of this, addiction, the subject of addiction, and helping those who are addicted matters to me. I want to try to help people recover and understand that they are not alone. So today's video, I would like to talk to you about a topic that affects millions of people worldwide: substance addiction. Now, yesterday I uploaded a video about you've relapsed, and I have lots of videos if you go back to 2022 about addiction. But I thought it is so important that I revisit this subject. So, addiction is a complex disease that affects both the mind and the body, and it is not a choice or a moral failing. If you know someone who is struggling with addiction, it's important to approach them in a non-judgmental and emphatic way. Empathy means sympathy. Let them know that you are there to support them and that you want to help them get the assistance they need. And I, by doing this channel and by doing addiction, want you to know that I'm here for you too. So it's important to understand what addiction does to the brain. Repeated use of drugs alters the reward system of the brain, causing intense cravings and a desire to use the substance again and again. This can also apply to alcohol, any substance abuse we're talking about here. So over time, the brain becomes less responsive to the drug and the person may need to use a larger amount to achieve the same effect. This is called tolerance. Addiction can also cause physical and psychological dependence, which can make it difficult for a person to stop using the substance. Fortunately, there are several treatment options available for substance abuse. Medications can be used to help manage withdrawal symptoms and cravings, and there are several medications approved by the FDA, this is if you're in the United States, for the treatment of addiction to opioids, alcohol, and nicotine. There is also in Australia, where I live, AODS, and we too have like Suboxone, methadone, and Buvidal injections, which I am on because I once used Genista. I used Genista properly. I didn't misuse it, but my body still got a dependence on it. So I'm now on Buvidal injections. And as I posted a video a few weeks ago, meth, which is one of the most addictive substances, just recently there has been a breakthrough. I think it was Victoria, a breakthrough where there is now, or there soon will be available, an injection to help you with meth addiction. At the moment, that's not an option, but hopefully that will be available very, very soon. Now, these medications that are available can be prescribed by a healthcare professional and should be used in combination with behavioural therapy and support groups. Behavioural therapy can help the person identify the triggers that lead to their drug use and develop coping mechanisms to manage these triggers. It can also help the person build skills to improve their communication, problem solving, and decision making abilities. There are several types of behavioural therapy, including cognitive behaviour therapy, motivational interviewing, and contingency management. Support groups, and this is my favourite one, Smart Recovery, can also be helpful for people struggling with addiction. SMART stands for Self-Management and Recovery Training and is a science-based program that helps people learn how to change their addictive behaviours. Smart Recovery provides a safe and supportive environment where people can share their experiences, receive encouragement and support, and learn from others who have successfully overcome addiction. Now, there also is NA and AA. I personally do not like these groups because I have also done videos where I feel that they are very cult-like and they don't self-empower you. They, in fact, kind of suppress your empowerment. So I personally do not recommend AA or NA, but if they work for you, they work for you. And there are other options that are available for help. And there are other groups that are around. You just have to Google and find the one that suits you. For me, SMART. I was with SMART for over 9 months before I found that I had to actually move on, because what was happening was SMART offered online Zoom meetings and I was this far down the track and others would be coming on and they'd only be this far down the track. So I felt a discrepancy in paths where we were. So that's why I left SMART. But I really do recommend SMART. Give them a go. Anyway, recovery is a long-term process that requires ongoing effort and commitment. Relapse is common, and it does not mean that the person has failed. It is important to continue to support the person through the ups and downs of recovery and to help them get back on track if they experience a setback. In conclusion, addiction is a complex disease that affects millions of people worldwide. Sadly, addiction also ruins lives and is one of the leading causes of death worldwide. Now just a bit uncomfortable there. So with someone who has a substance abuse disorder, it is important to approach that person in a non-judgmental and empathic way and to understand what addiction does to the brain. It completely rewires the brain. Okay? So there are several treatment options available for substance abuse, including medications, behavior therapy, and support groups such as what I recommended, SMART Recovery. Recovery is a long-term process that requires ongoing effort and commitment, and it is important to continue to support the person through the ups and downs of recovery. Thank you for listening. And one of the worst things that you can do to a person is call them a junkie. This label is harmful and not helpful. Lastly, I want you to know that if you're an addict, and I've talked about substance addiction, but you can be a gym addict, you can be a workaholic, you could be an internet-aholic, you could be a YouTube-aholic. These are aholics, sorry, it's just a name I've given them. A YouTube addict is a better word, a gamer addict. But junkie is a horrible term and it denies the person their self-worth so I'm trying to adjust my camera here, when all lives are precious and we are all equal. So please, if you want to get help Help is just a matter of a phone call away or getting online, but you have to want it. I can't make you give up addiction. I can only tell you that addiction is a slippery slope. But I'm not going to point the finger and say you're a bad person, because that is BS. Because none of us who were addicts, and I'm an addict, none of us when we were kids, when we were planning to grow up, were planning to be addicts. We didn't want to lose control of our lives to substance abuse or whatever it is that you're addicted to. I'm also addicted to shopping. I'll spend money as if it's going out of fashion, and I justify it with, well, can't take it with me when I'm gone. But that is stupid. Sorry. That's a judgment, and I didn't mean to judge. And what I'm trying to say is we give ourselves reasons for us to continue our addiction. But please have a look at them with your heart. Look at your heart. Do you really need it? Is it really making your life better? At that time when you've just got your substance and it's just hit you, yeah, you're in the best place, but the come downs are not worth it. All right, remember, every life matters. Cherish every moment, and I love you. Bye. Thank you for watching, and please, you are worthy. Remember that, and you are loved. Bye.